Hello and welcome to Tea is Good, Books Are Better, the podcast where we drink tea and talk about books. I'm Raven.
And I'm Jess.
Why are you giggling at me?
Talk about books.
And we talk about books. Oh yeah,
Hell
baby.
yeah.
Hell yeah, baby. You the man, baby.
Whoa.
You the man.
Remember a couple of years ago, one of my coworkers was obsessed with Big Mouth,
Yeah.
and she'd say that all the time.
You the man.
She'd say it to this another coworker, and he hated the show, so it would piss him
Oh.
off too.
You
Like,
the
you
man, baby.
the man. Like, no.
Hell yeah, baby. You the man. Alright, what the fuck are we doing right now? Oh, a podcast. Uh, what's new with you, Jessica?
It's not new. Have you seen Food Wars on Netflix?
I have not. I don't watch cooking shows.
It's an anime.
Oh, is there food in it and cooking?
Yeah.
It counts
It
as a food
is
show, then.
fantastic. I
Yeah.
recommend.
I can't do
whenever-
food stuff,
It's so good.
but I can't
Like,
do it.
it's about these elite chefs in this elite chef school, and like the main character is like this poor nobody. Obviously, it's an
Of
anime.
course.
But basically, like when they eat like really good food, like their clothes blast off and they have orgasm.
And they orgasm?
Like basically, like
Oh, wow.
It's so funny.
Okay,
So
I might just
good.
find a clip of that and watch that, but I don't know if I'm gonna commit to like a full episode.
The cooking looks really good too, even though it's like all drawn in. It's delicious looking food, but just for like the clothes blasting off and like this naked characters everywhere like screaming, like
Good God.
ecstasy as they eat.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Okay.
So I don't know on that. Sometimes you get cool tips and tricks
For cooking?
from
Interesting. From an anime. What's like
Mhm.
what's one of the things you've learned?
Well, was one I tried today. So the main character, right, is like not very wealthy, so he like had cheap steak that he bought, and he had to make it like really good and stand up against like these elite chefs. And so he like covered it in he marinated it in chopped onion so that the acid would break down the enzymes in the meat and make it more soft.
Okay.
I tried that today. It didn't really work, but it made the meat taste really good. Like kind of tasted oniony if you're
Gross.
into onions.
Nope.
You're not.
I
I
am
don't
not.
think Johnny is either. But I liked it. It was like ooh,
Onion
oniony.
flavored steak. Well, that
Yeah.
sounds like my nightmare.
Did you even like not like onion soup?
Hell no.
Like
Onion soup? Fucking nasty, dude.
it's got cheese in it though. Cheese.
Look, cheese can save a lot, but not onions.
I love onions.
Okay,
So
well,
good.
congratulations.
Hmm.
Um,
Thank you.
I don't. Okay, I'm making it sound like I loathe onions. I don't loathe onions, okay? I can. If they're like buried deep in a dish and blended in and their taste is not strong, I can eat them. If I see them in there and I like am aware of eating it, then I will most likely pick it out if I can. But if it's like gonna be a mega challenge to pick it out, then I will most likely just eat it if it doesn't taste super oniony. Does that make sense?
Sure.
There
Okay.
is I'm kind of the same way with mushrooms. I'll pick it out if I can, but if it's super blended in and I can't like get that chewy texture or whatever, then I'll most likely just eat it. There is one food though that I cannot and will not eat ever.
What? What?
Cilantro.
Cilantro? I love cilantro.
Cilantro tastes like straight up poison to me. I'm not joking. It tastes like I am being poisoned. Other people
I,
say it tastes like soap if you don't like cilantro, but no, not to me. It tastes like poison. Like if poison has a taste, it is cilantro.
man, I guess I'm really lucky that cilantro is like amazing to me. So good.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like does it actually taste different to you or do you just like that poison
Um,
taste? Do you know what I mean?
no. Actually, it used to taste like soap to me for a
What?
long time. Like, whenever I ate it, it tasted just like soap. Like, I was eating soap and I was like, "Bleh." Hated
Mhm.
it until I went to this restaurant called Steamworks
Mhm.
beside Waterfront. And we
Mhm.
had this crazy good salsa with these nachos. And there was cilantro on it, and it completely changed my palate.
How the
And
fuck?
bam, it complete like 180. Was
I
it
need to try
180?
this dish.
And like suddenly cilantro is the most delicious. It tastes so much. It doesn't taste like soap at all. It's just completely
How?
unique, brand new flavor. It's like blasts into my mouth. It's like, oh my god, this is like the best thing ever.
How does that happen?
I have no idea what happened, how that happened, the way they did it. If they just used like a really fresh cilantro or something, I don't know. But it completely changed the taste of cilantro for me.
Okay,
It
so
just tastes so good now.
at least now I can confirm that it tastes completely different to people
Mm-hmm.
who actually like cilantro.
Like it's still a very powerful tasting herb.
Mhm.
Like if you think of basil or oregano
Mhm.
or parsley, pretty mild.
Okay.
Like cilantro is like a big punch in the flavor. Maybe that's too much for people at first.
Hmm.
Maybe you want to keep trying. I don't know.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like, yeah, if you keep punching yourself in one spot, you're gonna get tough there. But I don't want to go through all the punching. You know?
The thing is I didn't go through all the punching either. I'd pick out cilantro, like, fuck you, and throw it out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't eat it. But yeah, this one salsa completely changed my palate. It's so good.
Okay,
So
so
good.
I need to try this magic salsa.
The poutine there was next level as well. Their
Really?
gravy, holy fuck. Like you can taste the beef in there. It's like definitely homemade beef roast gravy. So good.
Dang, I
I'd never
can't
had
remember
good
the last time
poutine
I
like
ate at Steamworks. I think the last time I was there, I wasn't eating, I was just drinking.
I think we were there for Mackenzie's birthday, and it was like the day I met B for the first time. It
Oh,
was years ago.
was I there?
You should have been.
Hmm. Well, I don't
Were
remember.
you there?
I don't know.
Now I'm confused.
Me
Huh?
too. Like, I don't
You know
remember
what?
being there, but I don't know why
I
I would
don't
not
think
be
you
there.
were.
Where the fuck was I? Maybe I
Because
was working?
maybe you were.
There was a
Remember, I
time when I
was
was
with
working evenings.
Catherine and Kevin because we were doing a haunted tour.
Oh.
That's why we went down. And we're like, might as well do this too.
Oh.
But I don't recall you
Hmm.
actually. Bonkers.
Yeah, maybe I was working. I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't see any other reason why I wouldn't be there.
Yeah. Usually you're always there with Mackenzie.
Yeah, of course. Anyway,
Oh. Anywho,
that was a quite the rant about cilantro.
you started it. I'll fight you.
Fair. So, how have you been finding the smoke?
It's not bothering me.
No?
I mean, I live in a wooded foresty area, so it kind of looks like Silent Hill up in here
Oh
in the
shit.
morning.
Yeah.
Real spooky. I like it though.
For those who don't
Kind of chill.
know, yeah, the fires in where are they?
Somewhere Oregon, Washington, whatever in the U.S.
Yeah,
And
somewhere in like there's fires in the north of the US.
yeah, it is.
And
Illinois.
they're yeah, the smoke is coming up and fucking up our air. And
Hmm.
for a while we had literally the worst air quality in the world.
In the world?
In the world.
Uh,
Yeah, for like a day or two, we had the worst air quality in the
was that
world.
like yesterday and the day before? Like when?
I think it was, yeah, like 2 days ago and 3 days ago.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And I think we're still in the top three
Oh
for
my
worst air
god.
quality on the
Because
planet.
a lot of people are bothered by it.
Yeah,
Like a lot of people.
yeah. Jake like works outside a lot of the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like he's a mechanic, so he's like working on heavy machines and like moving stuff around and like breathing hard and
Uh-oh.
you know? Yeah, so he's been having to wear a mask when he's working now. So he's not
You
like
know,
inhaling smoke.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I think I know why I'm not being so affected.
Why?
I'm always wearing a mask.
Oh yeah.
All the time at work, I wear it when I walk to my bus stop and back because you have to wear masks on buses now.
Yeah, but
So
why
like
would you wear it on your walk to the bus?
because I don't care to pull it out of my pocket. Like sometimes I've made it just in time. Like I'll see the bus coming, I have to like run. So it's easiest to like have it sitting on my chin.
Okay, so
Pull it
that
right up.
doesn't count as wearing it if it's just sitting on your
Oh,
chin.
but like if I'm walking around, it's gonna move from my chin up to my nose.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It
Every,
doesn't stay on my chin.
everyone
It
else's
likes to
masks
sit
seem to
around my
travel
face.
downwards, not upwards.
No, what the hell?
Yeah, man.
What's wrong with my chin?
I don't
Too
know.
small?
You got a weird face. Yeah, so the smoke hasn't really been affecting me at all. Obviously, I work inside.
Hmm.
I just haven't been like hanging out outside because it's not nice. Like even
Yeah,
when
no.
it's supposed to be sunny, it's not. It
No.
looks overcast all the time.
Yep.
Even though it's still like hot and muggy.
It is. It's pretty moist.
Yeah.
It's not
Um
nice.
so a great end to the summer.
Right. It's kind of sad. It's no goodbye. It's like a book gone.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see what happens with the fires. If I'm being honest, I'm not like I haven't been following the news, so I don't really know what's going on with the
Um,
fires.
did you find out what happened with the New West stocks?
No.
Johnny's stepbrother told me that a train derailed.
A train. Uh, okay, so the other night I was just scrolling through Facebook or Instagram or something, and oh no, Eric sent us a picture.
Yeah, he did.
Our brother Eric sent us a picture of the New West Quay on fire.
Yeah,
So in New Westminster, the city that's like across the Fraser River, the quay was on fire.
yeah. Adding more smoke.
Yeah, more smoke and like classic 2020.
It's a goddamn
A
train.
fucking train derails? Like what? And the whole
Yeah.
quay catches on fire? What?
Yeah, exactly. What the
What
fuck?
the fuck is going
Yeah.
on with 2020? Honestly,
What the hell?
this was supposed to be the roaring 20s again. And instead,
It's literally the road.
yeah, I mean, it's the screaming 20s instead.
Yeah.
What the fuck? So yeah,
Crazy.
what did the is the key like gone now? Do we know like what?
I haven't looked. You know what? New West.
Because it was on the key that I got that like really good double cream Earl Grey tea.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
I really like the pier in New West. So nice to walk around.
Yeah, the whole key is a really nice area. Everything else in New West is kind of ugly.
Wait, that's okay. This was from 3 days ago. Or they were saying they don't know what caused it. So now I'm confused.
Wait, was it a train or not?
Trainer, no. New West Key fire. Okay, destructive New West fire. Came out yesterday. That's okay. Ooh, it was still burning
Huh?
yesterday. Like, it was like all smoky and shit. They haven't put it out.
What the fuck? Send me that.
It can take weeks to extinguish?
Why?
Goodness.
What is
Um,
happening?
so yeah, it's gonna fuck up our air quality even more.
Holy shit. Okay, so it's not flaming anymore. It's now like it's smoldering now, I think. So there's still a lot of smoke coming off of it because
It
I.
says it can take weeks to properly extinguish because apparently the wood that this pier is made out of had lots of chemicals in it,
Oh god.
like the wood preservative that was on it. So like that's also like extra shit going into the air. The fire's 3 acres in size right now. Holy
Fuck me.
fuck.
Yeah, health officials are worrying that the smoke from the fire will cause already poor air quality to deteriorate even further. Quote, there's an index to assess air quality, and at this point, it is off the charts, essentially at the highest level it can be. This fire, on top of that, essentially just added insult to injury, explained Dr. Amir Barmal, a medical health officer with Fraser Health. Jesus Christ.
The fire is under investigation. So I don't
So,
know where this derailed train came from.
yeah.
Major crime unit. Oh my god. They think it was arson?
What?
If a crime unit is investigating. Bruh.
Well, like, yes, if you don't see a natural possible cause, what else would
Mm-hmm.
it be?
We're not dry. We had rain. So it doesn't make sense for this to suddenly burn.
Oh, dude. The city's iconic W on the waterfront is gone. Like, it's a historical art piece. It's gone.
Oh my god. Why? Who would do that?
Well, we still
It's, it
don't
was such
know
a
that it
nice
was arson,
place.
but that's just
It
sad,
was
man.
so nice there.
And there's so many businesses on the pier. Can you imagine all those small businesses now?
God.
They all have to, they're all either burned down or they have to close.
Yeah. There's so many apartments too. Like not
Yeah,
on the
there's
pier, but to this like
on the
close
waterfront.
enough.
Yeah.
God.
Damn,
That's
dude.
crazy. I hope they're not all like, homeless. Like hope they're okay. Their
Yeah.
homes are okay.
I'm sure that there's some kind of insurance that covers that.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was depressing. Shall we move
uh,
on to Seraphina, or was there something else you wanted to add?
I need to poop.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Seraphina!
Chop those stupid.
Where did we leave off our character, Jess?
We learn about Seraphina's mind garden and
Mm-hmm.
some of her little characters
Mm-hmm.
slash avatars
Slash
slash
grotesques.
protests. We learn about the racism against dragons
Mm-hmm.
and dragon kind,
Mm-hmm.
and how Seraphina's life is basically in danger if anyone finds out. And we learn a little bit about her mother.
Indeed. And Fruit Bat, like, causing visions for her.
Hmm. There's a possibility he may be near.
That was just a theory of mine.
But there's a possibility that he may be near.
Yes, so last time I said I had the theory that maybe Fruit Bat is becoming more aware of Seraphina now because he's in real life actually getting closer to her.
Mm-hmm.
That's a theory of mine. Yes, I've read this book before, but I do not remember the answer, so it is just a theory. Anyway,
Nice.
yeah. And what are we drinking today, Jess?
Cold Tetley chai tea.
Nice. I'm drinking a cold David's cream of Earl Grey.
Very nice.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like my tea. Ooh,
What?
don't mean to change the subject, but because you told me that pumpkin spice is out. I've been
Yeah.
hitting up Starbucks for the past few weeks
A few
and
weeks.
getting yup and getting their pumpkin cream cold brews. So
Yeah.
good.
Okay, I haven't tried that one. I shall try it. Pumpkin cream cold brew.
Yeah.
Cold brews
I love
fuck me up though. Like,
what do
first
you
of
mean?
all, I don't drink coffee because it makes me sick. Second of all, cold brews are strong because it's like
Yeah.
just espresso.
Oh,
I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. I could be
I mean,
wrong. I
tastes
am.
like coffee to me, but okay.
Well,
It's
coffee.
like a cold
Espresso is
brew.
just like a more concentrated form of
Okay.
coffee. Yeah, so there's that. It's like stronger, and I never drink coffee. So when I drink cold brew, it fucks me up. I'll be like shaking
Ooh,
and like
get tall. No, too
a
much.
tall, please. Yeah, it fucks me up. Plus, I get sick.
I like it because the only sweet is the foam on top, but the cold brew is there's
Ooh,
nothing in the cold brew, just
that
black
sounds
coffee, and
nice.
it's so good.
That sounds so nice, man.
Even Johnny loves it, and he hates anything that's like sweet and shit. Like he loves this.
Okay, I'll try it at least once and see how it affects me.
Take some tips and give the rest to Jay.
I guess I could do that.
Hmm.
He used to drink like a minimum of 3 cups of coffee a day.
Holy hell! I used to do that too when I
Jesus
worked at
Christ.
Triple O's. Free coffees. Like why the fuck not?
Dang, dude.
Just kept like loading up.
Dang, dude.
No more, no more. I only drink coffees on weekends now.
That's good.
I'd rather sleep in than take the time to make a coffee in the morning.
Yeah, that's me. I wake up half an hour before I need to leave for work.
Oh shit.
And all that
Right.
time is spent just like slowly brushing my teeth and like putting clothes on and washing my face and
Do you eat?
no.
No? Do you
Nope.
need to eat?
I'm never
Like,
hungry in the morning. Well, not never, but it happens sometimes, but it's
do
very
you
rare.
get hungry within a couple hours or anything?
Um, I'll get like a little bit hungry, but then I'll usually just have like a tea or whatever, and then that'll quench that
Mm,
hunger for a bit. And then by the time like 10 or 11 rolls around, then I can eat. Because I
okay.
start work early. I start at like 5
Hmm.
or 6 most of the time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I have to eat. Like even if I feel nauseous and I can't, like I force it down because within an hour I'll be starving and my stomach would hurt so bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Why don't you
Like
just
I
bring a
cannot deal.
snack?
I can't eat while I'm working.
Oh, I guess not.
Like I take my first break at 10, so I have to eat enough to make it till 10.
And when do you start?
7:30.
Hmm.
I don't like the tummy aches.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's hard to stand with a tummy ache.
So how much do you eat usually?
Every breakfast I have 2 eggs and toast with peanut butter and honey.
Damn, that is a lot.
Right?
Yeah.
Even just 2 eggs, I'm starving within an hour.
What the
Like
fuck?
if I kick off the eggs and just eat the toast, I'll be starving much sooner.
See, the thought of eating that much, like right when I get up, makes me feel sick.
Right? When I took my 2 week vacation and then I had to go back to work and I had to eat that early, I man, I was like so sick. I had like bad dry mouth. I couldn't even put the toast in my mouth. I couldn't eat it. And I was like, oh, I can't do this.
You just gotta train yourself to get used to the morning hunger.
No. I trained myself to get used to eating in the morning.
I guess that works too. But sleep though.
I get up 40 minutes before I get up, and at that time I can cook my breakfast, get dressed, do my hair, eat and brush my teeth, and I'm out the door.
Dang, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I take so long in the morning? What am I doing?
40 minutes? Wait, I get up at 6 and I leave at 6:30. That's 30 minutes. Yikes.
What?
Yeah.
And you do all of that?
There's no time to pause and stare into space. It's move, 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 move.
Dude.
So I like to sleep. I have my routines.
Yeah, but I like don't get how you can do that much that quickly. I know like one of my coworkers, she gets up half an hour before she has to leave and she'll like do a full face of makeup. She'll like prep breakfast like for her kids for the day and
Oh
like
my
blah blah blah
god.
blah and I'm like, "How? What are you?"
It's multitasking.
She's a fucking machine. Like, how?
Mm. First thing I do when I get up is turn on the heat to my pan, and then I'll like go poo, clean myself.
You even have time to poop?
I do.
What the fuck is happening?
And then I'll run out my undies and throw some eggs in the pan, and then throw my toast in the toaster. I'm gonna go back into the bathroom and continue getting changed
Okay,
and pull my hair up.
I need you to do something for me tomorrow because I'm so curious.
Eh,
Can you, like, time how long everything takes you?
that might take me time.
You can give yourself an extra, like, 5 minutes or whatever, right?
Have to get up 5 minutes
Oh,
earlier.
come on!
I'll
I'm
try and pay
dying to.
attention for the clock.
Like, I feel like I need to learn because I don't understand why I take so long just to like wash my face and brush my teeth and put clothes on in the morning and you're making like a full thing of breakfast and pooping. Like how? I
And I do jump into the tub to wash my lady bits too.
and you do that? What the fuck? See, I need to learn. I need to observe, not actually, but
Do you only have one alarm in the morning?
yeah. One alarm, get straight up.
Nice. I have three to get me
Yeah.
up. I get up at 6, and I have an alarm set for 5 a.m., 5:25, and 5:40
What
to get
the
me up at 6.
hell?
I
That's
usually
bizarre.
fall asleep after each alarm too, except for the last one. When I'll pull out my phone and I'll read some Reddit stories, and
See,
that'll wake me up.
that's what I would do, and then I tried getting up like right when my alarm went off, and it was so much more successful. I would like be a lot less groggy, a lot less grumpy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even like reading would still keep you groggy and shit.
Even what?
Reading.
What do
So
you
I
mean
go
read?
on Reddit and I like read like the Am I the Asshole? Malicious compliance.
Like while you're taking a dump?
No, while I'm in bed to get me awake. It's a part of my
What?
wake up routine. Yeah, it's
No,
how I
I
wake
get
up.
straight up.
Ugh,
Straight up,
I can't
straight
do
into the
that
bathroom.
anymore. This is something like really important. Like I have a 9 a.m. tattoo appointment.
But yeah, I need to know
Okay, I'll
how you
try
do
to
this. Give
pay
yourself
attention
like
to
an
the
extra
time.
5 minutes, and yeah, just like maybe write down in your phone like the time it is whenever you start a new task.
Okay, I'll
Like
try.
6 a.m. Turn on pan. 6:01. Sit on toilet for massive poop.
I only give myself
6:15.
5 minutes to sit on the toilet.
Five
If I
minutes
don't,
to poop?
yeah, if I don't poop in that 5 minutes, I'm not pooping that morning. I'm going to hold it until 5 p.m. when I get home.
Oh, you never poop at work?
If I can. But we've gotten so busy at work, I'm not really comfortable pooping with someone like 2 feet beside me who can
Oh.
recognize my shoes and like, God, Jessica's digging up the place again.
Oh no, you have like a bathroom with multiple stalls?
Yeah, there's 2 stalls,
Oh
so it's very
no.
intimate.
I hate that. See, we have a single stall bathroom.
That'll be so much easier to like relax and shit properly.
We used to share it with customers back before COVID.
I
So that was a nightmare. I fucking hated it so much. But
bet.
but now we don't allow customers to use the bathroom, so it's just employees and it's like so nice.
We used to do that too. Our customers used to come into this bathroom too because it's a huge floor to ceiling mirror. I think you've seen it with my Snapchat photos of myself.
Wait, you have customers coming to the warehouse?
Yeah, to pick up the ones that live around here, and they pick up the local pick packages.
Oh, I would think you would just give it
Sometimes
to them and they would leave. Didn't
they
think they'd
can
come
come in,
inside.
and sometimes they can try it on, and if they don't like the size, they will exchange it right there. And
Oh,
whatever customer service girl they were talking to would run into the warehouse, grab another size, and try it on.
interesting.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore
Yeah.
with COVID. Yeah.
Don't let those
I
nasty ass people in your warehouse.
Sometimes like we'd have people taking their children inside. Like what the fuck?
What?
I think like it happened before COVID that we stopped doing it because they're like, you know what, this is dangerous. We can be held liable if someone gets injured coming
Yeah,
into the
having people come
warehouse.
into the warehouse.
Yeah, so it's nice.
Yeah, good call there.
Yo, we've like derailed for 20 minutes.
Uh, not 20 minutes. We are 40 minutes in.
Oh, well, calm
Let's do some Seraphina.
down. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, let's
chapter
go.
7, is that where we are? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Take it away, Ernie.
So Seraphina arrives to Bridius's party early to get meeting his new protege over with,
Mm-hmm.
but he's not there yet. So she endures by standing in the corner awkwardly.
Dude, there are so many like lines in this part that are so relatable.
Yeah, everything is relatable. Like, yeah,
I have a few that I wanted to read out.
nice. After this chapter right now.
Oh, right now, while we're here.
Oh. Do, 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 do.
Quote, large groups of semi-strangers made me clam right up.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mhm.
I anticipated standing alone in a corner, shoving butter tarts in my mouth all evening. Yup.
Mhm.
I pressed myself against a wall and hoped no one would speak to me. Ugh. Yes. Just like, is that person looking at me? No, don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Yeah.
Too relatable. God, it's like
Mhm.
every time I'm at a party or an event or a social gathering with like one person I know and then a bajillion people I don't know, and
Mhm.
then that person has to like leave to use the bathroom or something,
Yeah, they like just
and
bounce when your back is turned.
I'm left there by myself. It's like, what do I do? Like, how do I human?
Right?
I like black out.
How the fuck do you socialize?
Yeah,
I don't get how anyone can just go hang out, chill with a bunch of people they don't know. Like how?
right? And how do people make friends?
How friend? How the
Like,
friend?
all of my friends were made through mutual friends, and I don't know like where the
Yeah.
first ones came from, you know? But yeah.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Where'd the first ones come?
Like, who was the first
My
one and where did they
main
come from?
circle of friends. Where did you guys come from?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
is
yeah.
that's my friends.
So she's people watching when she sees an old lady who looks like one of her grotesques, Miss Fusspots.
Oh.
And then she realizes it is Miss Fusspots.
Dun dun
Woo!
dun.
She just heads right towards her. But then Princess Griselda and Prince Lucian arrive, and in the distraction, Seraphina loses her.
No, Miss Fusspots.
Seraphina overhears an earl and some ladies talking about Prince Rufus's death and how it must be dragons.
Oh, okay, dude.
Fina interjects, saying that she thinks it's the sons. It's the sons.
Oh,
The
the
sons
sons.
of
Saint
uh,
Ogdo.
Saint Onko. And
Ogdo.
Ogdo. Of Saint Ogdo. Wait,
Ogdo.
Ogdo.
There you go.
Okay. And Prince Lucian sneaks up behind her, joins in, agreeing with her.
Oh, hello, Prince Lucian.
We meet again. The queen then enters
Queen
with a
Lavanda?
with a group of Tsar, and she chastises them for not putting effort into including dragons and commands Griselda to welcome them. And then she dips.
Okay, so we do kind of meet the queen. Kind of.
That's not a meatless. It's like watching TV. You
Well, we're
see her
like,
come in and she
okay,
leaves.
we're meeting her character.
Okay, a little
We,
bit.
the reader.
Mildly.
Yeah.
Very mildly.
Yes. It's like a greeting, and then a quick adios.
Yeah. Here are some dragons to mix up your party. And she's out of there.
Yeah, she's just dropping off some dragons. Have fun.
um, Fina overhears some men talking about dragons perversely, like saying some pretty gross things
Oh, like what?
about like teeth in places you wouldn't think.
Uh,
Ooh. When the lady dragons, like, oh no, and that like the male dragons have like I don't know, I forget the word they use, but like
is it like,
spear,
yeah,
hook,
barbed?
barb, something like that.
Hooked or barbed? Yeah.
Yeah, they saying like really like gross sexual things about them,
Mm-hmm.
and she gets really overwhelmed, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Because she's kind of thinking like, what would they say about her if they knew?
Right.
And so she's like, it gets too much, and she asks to leave the party. So as she's leaving, she bumps into Bridius at the doorway,
Mm-hmm.
and he is surprisingly understanding of how uncomfortable she must be feeling. But he makes her pay her respects to Griselda before she can go. Griselda is very happy to see Seraphina and calls over Prince Lucian to introduce them. Joke's on you. They really know each other.
Oh, they are fast friends. Remember that time that Seraphina turned her back on Prince Lucian for a solid 5 minutes?
Ignored him.
As he
Said,
tried
I
to
gotta
sneak her.
go now. And she
Turns
looks away.
around. Oh god.
I have it.
Oh, that's great.
I love it.
Me too.
Seraphina tells Griselda that she should invite the Tsar to sit with her and even dance with one of them. Zelda kind of like freaks out. She's like, "Oh, what?" She's still scared of them.
Mm-hmm.
And Lucian volunteers to go first because he agrees with Seraphina that they should include them.
Yes.
There's a moment where Griselda mentions that she and Lucian are engaged. I
Um,
did not know that. Did I know that?
you should have, because the first time that we meet Prince Lucian as a character, he is described as Griselda's cousin and fiance.
Fuck! I'm not remembering anything.
Yeah.
And he is a bastard?
Right? Remember how we were wondering how the fuck he's a prince?
Yeah,
So apparently he can be a bastard, but also a prince? How does that make sense? That's so different from Game of Thrones.
it is. Bastards have no titles unless he was given a title
Like an honorary
and
one?
given the name. But if the
Question.
father accepts him, then he's no longer a bastard.
So whose
What?
child is he?
Explain this family tree, please.
Because we know he's not Rufus's son. Because it's stated that explicitly. He can't be Dion's because they're not going to marry half siblings. Because Griselda is Dion's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So whose fucking kid is he? How is he Griselda's cousin if he's not Rufus?
Get it.
I'm so confused.
Explain. Seraphina can see that he doesn't like being called a bastard in his face or facial expression,
Ooh.
but he puts up with it. Doesn't say anything.
That sounds familiar. John?
Prince Lucian approaches one of the dragons, Eskar, who we met a few chapters ago,
Mm-hmm.
and asks her to dance. And everyone at the party had like stopped what they're doing and were watching him now.
Mm-hmm.
She agrees and takes his arm. And there's this sentence that really boggled my mind.
Boggles your mind. Okay.
Her Zabu captain was a righteous fuchsia nest to his scarlet. I was like,
What the fuck does that mean?
what the fuck? Her Zebu Kaftan was a righteous fuchsia nest to his scarlet.
What? Okay, what
Next,
page is that?
107. Her Zebu Kaftan was a righteous fuchsia next to his scarlet. Yeah, I was just like, so I guess she's wearing a fuchsia and he's scarlet?
Okay. A Zebu kaftan. So a kaftan is it's a piece of clothing.
Okay, yeah, figured.
It's a dress.
Okay.
Zebu, I'm assuming is some sort of,
Style.
yeah, like a style or
Hmm.
a place. I don't know. But it's capitalized. So
Mm-hmm.
her dress from Zebu, or her Zebu styled dress, is a riotous fuchsia next to a scarlet.
Oh,
So yeah.
right. It's so saying righteous.
Riotous. So like it's like a violent pink and he's wearing red.
Okay. But like this sentence though was just like boggled my mind. It was like too much.
Her
That's too much
Zebu
for me.
kaftan was a riotous fuchsia next to his scarlet. Yeah, it's like a it's the type of sentence where you would consider rewriting it.
This is supposed to be a youth book?
Yeah, this is young adult, so like teen. It's a
Teens
YA
are supposed
novel.
to read that? Okay. So, with Seraphina's good deed done for the day, she attempts to exit the party, but bumps into Lady Karangi. Is it Lady Karangi?
Mhm.
Out in the hall. She is the princess's governess.
Huh.
What the fuck is a governess? Like,
Um,
nanny? But fancy?
let's see. Because I have an idea of what it is in my head, but oh, a woman employed to teach children in a private household.
Okay.
In contrast to a nanny, she concentrates on teaching children rather than caring for their physical needs.
Hmm.
So, interesting. Lady Karangi is the one who teaches Griselda.
Oh,
And what
okay.
happens, Jess?
Well, we'll find out in the next chapter, chapter 8. Because that's what chapter 7 ends. Griselda seems to be taking Seraphina's opinions on dragons more serious. Like, she latched onto it. Because they were talking in the party, and she was, like, saying some things about dragons.
hmm
Like, some good things about dragons to Seraphina and Lucian. Seraphina then encouraged her to mingle with them too.
Yeah, so it seems like
Hmm.
Griselda really respects Seraphina
Mm.
and has decided that Seraphina's knowledge on dragons is worthy of her attention
Hmm.
and worthy of listening to, which makes sense because Seraphina's father is like the expert on like the dragon treaty and etc etc. So
I
it would make sense that Seraphina would know a lot about dragons and dragonkind and the laws surrounding dragons, and Griselda would know that. Plus, I also think that Griselda just really was interested in the way Seraphina talked about them during their harpsichord lesson.
hmm
And like Seraphina proposed some ideas that Griselda had not thought about before and like expressed them in a way that made it easy for the princess to understand.
yes, she
Yeah.
did.
Mhm.
And I wondered here if Seraphina was going to take a more important role in dragon relations with the royal family.
Ooh. Griselda might have some pull.
Mm-hmm.
That would be interesting.
She'll need someone
Mhm.
who's not this Lady Karongi.
Speaking of Lady Karangi, let's move on to
Chapter
chapter 8.
8. So, this Lady Karangi is a very nasty old lady. She doesn't like Seraphina. She thinks she's clumsy and doesn't like her clothes or the way she talks. It's not fancy enough for her.
Ugh.
And she disapproves of Seraphina teaching Griselda about dragons.
Ah.
And it appears that she's the one who's been teaching the ignorant things about dragons to Griselda.
Lady Karangi!
Yeah.
Wow, a
She,
betrayal to the queen.
right? That's why I think there's something wrong with the queen to employ this lady.
Right? Like,
She
what's going on?
thinks when Griselda is queen, that Griselda is going to kill all of the dragons, have them all killed.
Whoa!
Yeah, so, like, what?
Okay. Damn.
So, and then Seraphina escapes.
Just please.
This lady. She's out of there. She's like, this lady's fucking crazy, yo.
Yeah. I'm fucking out.
Yeah. This lady might come back. Most likely.
Yes, I'm sure she will make a reappearance. I'm sure her role will be have some significance.
Back to whispering in Griselda's ear. Kill them all.
Burn them. Burn them all. Burn them all.
You can't burn dragons. Get out of here.
Okay, sorry.
That night, Seraphina is tending to her garden, and she comes to Miss Fusspots. And Miss Fusspots looks like the Miss Fusspots that she saw at the party.
Right, she's like wearing the same dress and stuff now, right?
Yeah,
So her mind updated her appearance again.
as well.
Mm-hmm.
And she decides to hold her hands, and she has a vision, or like she sees Miss Fusspots. What she's doing right now? Like, is this a vision, or is this like she doing like a seer thing?
Right.
I don't know.
Like, we don't know because she hasn't really tried this before, right? Grabbing her
Yeah.
grotesque's hands.
And like suddenly, bam, vision, or what is this?
Yeah.
Because she's suddenly in a dark room, and Miss Fusspots steps out from the shadows, and appearing to see her, and is like threatening her to get out, and like, I will get you.
I'll get ya.
And she sees that Miss Fusspots is undressed, and then she sees that she has a scaly, stubby tail.
What?
And she like snaps out of this vision, and she's like laying in shock in her bed for like an hour, like just shook. Like, did I just see an
shooketh.
other?
Yeah. Is she like me?
What, me? When her door starts a pounding, she opens the door, and Miss Fusspots punches her in the face. It attacks her.
Doesn't she hit her with a book or something?
Yeah. Punches her in the face with a book. I think makes your nose bleed. Bit.
Probably.
Basically, like, slams her on the ground and, like, hits her and shit, and then, like, closes the door nicely. Then turns around to continue wailing on her. And then she, like, sits down nicely and is like, why are you spying on me?
Why are you spying on me, Shunny?
And she knows who Seraphina is. She's like, I know your father. I know who you are.
Yeah?
Seraphina Fancy Pants.
So, yeah, is that her last name? Fancy Pants?
Yeah. Even though Lady Karangi doesn't think so.
Oh. Yeah, it's all a matter of perspective, huh?
Seraphina reveals that she's also a half dragon, and Mrs. Fusspot?
Fusspots.
I like forgot her name already. Fuck.
Fusspots.
Is shook, and then because she thought she was the only one, and she's like an old lady,
Yeah.
so she's been like this for a very long time.
Yeah.
And then she starts acting like hostility, I guess,
Sure.
because Seraphina only has a scaly arm and waist and not a tail.
Yeah.
And Seraphina seemed like really ashamed of her arm.
Yeah.
So she's like, oh, big whoop.
Yeah.
And Miss Fusspots also spent the majority of her life believing that she was alone, whereas Seraphina is still pretty young. How old is Seraphina? 16?
Yeah, 16, I think.
Okay, so yeah, Seraphina's still a child.
Yeah.
Seraphina explains her visions and like how they work, because Miss Fusspots says like, so what the fuck were you doing?
Yeah.
And Miss Fusspots admits that She also has a power, which is being in the right place at the right time, which is how she managed to find Seraphina.
Ooh, that is interesting.
Hmm.
I feel like that's a
And
power that could be similar to Domino's from the
me,
X-Men.
I was thinking that too. I was like,
Yeah.
that's a pretty dope power. That's one I would want.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, Domino's power is being
Luck.
lucky,
Mm.
which I love.
I love it too. It's
Yeah.
so
I
cool.
love how in Deadpool he's like, "What's your power?" And she's like, "I'm lucky." And he's like, "That's not a power." And she's like, "Yes, it is." And he's like, "No, it's not." And she's like, "Yes, it is."
She like what? She's one of the few who survive of his
She's literally the
crew.
only one who does. I mean, spoilers.
The only one. Miss Fusspotts introduces herself as Dame Okra Carmine, a Ninish ambassador to Gored.
Ninish?
Ninish?
Yes. Okay. Dame
Gored.
Okra Carmine?
Yeah.
Ninish ambassador to Gored. Got it.
What is a Ninish and who is Gored?
Ninish are people from Ninnis, which is
Okay.
which is the country that's southeast of Gored.
It'll be in the little map you sent me.
Yep. It's
Mm.
it's Ninnis. It's one of the big countries south of Gored.
And Gored is also a place.
Gored is a country, yes.
Ambassador to Gored. Okay, okay.
Yeah, Gored is where Seraphina is
Okay.
and is from.
Oh, so where they are right now is Gored.
Mhm.
Ooh, so she's the ambassador to Gored, but from Ninnis. Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Indeed. That's a seems like a pretty important role.
Yeah, that's pretty high up there, yeah.
Mhm. And do you see
Um,
Porphyry in the northeast or northwest?
do I see what?
Porphyry?
Northwest? Oh, yep, I see it.
Yeah, I bring it up because Fruit Bat, one of Seraphina's grotesques, she believes is Porphyrian based on like his skin color. And so that's where he would be from. Porphyry. And it's like very far
Yeah,
northwest of Gored. It's like not close.
it's up past the mountains almost.
Yeah.
A little pier kind of place, right on the waters.
It's definitely right on the water. I don't know if I call it a pier.
I bet they have a pier.
Okay, Jess, I'll give you that.
um,
Oh, you can see
oh,
Lavandaville on the map of Gored as well.
rendezvous.
That's
Yeah.
where, that's where Seraphina is.
Right on
It's
the river.
right next to the river, yeah.
Okra is a vegetable.
Huh?
Okra? Isn't that a vegetable?
Okra?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it?
Yes, yep.
Is
Like,
it?
yep, that's a vegetable.
Oh, interesting.
So when she said, my name is Okra, I'm like the veggie? Yup.
Hmm. Edible
That-
green seed pods. Interesting.
Mom ate them once because her coworker told her they're very healthy.
Okay.
That's nah, despite you've never cooked them before. Like, ew. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if I would trust it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okra apologizes for attacking her and being mean and asks about Seraphina's father, who she knows to be a law abiding man. She's like, so this is law abiding man reproduced with a dragon?
Yeah,
That's
she's like, the
against
fuck?
the law. Yeah. So Seraphina tells her that he actually didn't know until she died
Mm.
in childbirth.
Mm-hmm.
And Okra like sympathizes with him. She's like, oh no,
Mm.
poor guy.
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess, yeah, poor guy.
Yep.
Okra then leaves, and Seraphina tries to go to sleep, but she's too excited by the idea that all of her grotesques are maybe half dragons, and her role may be to bring them all together.
Dun dun dun.
Ooh.
Ooh. So, is that it? Is that the whole chapter?
Yeah.
Is the reveal that all Fina's grotesques are half dragon, like her, a surprise to you, or is that what you were expecting?
I wasn't expecting that. It
No?
was a surprise.
Ah,
I was
cool.
like, oh, cool. That means Fruit Bat's gonna be a little halfy dragon. He's probably with like the dragon group that's coming over.
Oh, you think he's gonna be with the actual dragons?
Yeah, like what if they have him with them? Is it just
Oh.
people who keep them around?
Well, I don't
Do
know.
dragons not give a fuck?
I think uh, I think the dragons disown those who
Breed?
canoodle with humans. So I
Okay.
don't, if I'm being honest, I do not think a dragon would have a half dragon with them.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because it's like a shameful thing to canoodle with a human.
Canoodle. Want a canoodle later? Johnny just walks past me and is like, what?
I guess we're ending it there with only
Oh,
2 chapters. Because we're already at over an hour.
oh, because we talked so
We were
much.
talking about morning routines again.
Jesus
What is
Christ.
with us? How does talking about morning routines take up half an hour of podcast time?
You're really interested
Right? What is
in
with
how
me?
I slammed everything in 30 minutes.
Oh, I do need to know, okay? So take note, and we're gonna talk about it in the next episode.
I remember also like at Reddit and Ask Reddit, someone asked like, how the hell do people like can anyone give any tips about how not to be late to things? And I was the only one who gave a real answer, and they were really like thankful.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, my
because
answer
everyone
would be
else is
wake
like,
up early,
go to bed early. Everyone
leave
says
early.
go to bed early, get up early. Like those aren't real answers. You got to give a real answer.
Okay, what was your real answer?
It was a long time ago, but something like finding out how long it takes to get to where you're going, and then add another 5 minutes or 10 minutes, depending on how far away it is, for
Mm-hmm.
an emergency, and then time yourself how long does it take to get ready in the morning, and then give an extra 5 minutes, and then that's when you get up and you
Right.
go. Yeah, like to me that's common sense because not everyone knows.
Right? Like, I've always operated that way. If I need to be somewhere and I know it takes me 15 minutes to get there, I'll leave half
Mm.
an hour ahead of time.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I don't know, it's just in me. I can't
You
be
need
late.
emergency time. Emergency time. What if something
Yeah,
happens?
exactly.
Things happen.
What if you come across like traffic? What if you hit every single red light?
Yeah, you need to give yourself that extra time.
Yeah, but then there are people who like
Doesn't even
will look
occur to them.
well, they'll be like, "Okay, it takes 15 minutes, but I'm going to speed the whole way. So I'll leave 10 minutes of time."
Oh, no.
Yeah, and it's like,
What if you get pulled
no.
over? Bam, you're late.
Exactly. It's like, that is not how it works, buddy.
Uh-uh. I think mom
Oh,
was really hardcore with this stuff.
oh,
Time,
about being like early to stuff, you mean?
getting us prepped and ready, and that how this is how long it takes to get there. Or do this. Oh, I guess mom was for me, especially when I lived with her by myself, just me and her.
Oh
Her
yeah.
and me. Yeah, I learned a lot from that stuff. I guess from mom. I don't know about the rest of y'all.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know where it came from.
It's just the
Um,
way that you're raised.
yeah. But also like another reason to like be ready to leave early is like what if you're about to walk out the door and bam, you need to take a shit. You need to
Yeah.
take a massive shit. Like you now you have that time where you can go sit on the toilet and not have to rush it and cut it off too early. And like snip it. And
Yeah.
instead you can
Oh
get the
god,
whole
that's
thing
the
out.
worst. That is the worst.
Yeah, you can get the whole thing out. You can wipe till it's white instead of having to stop, halfway.
No, I don't
And
think
you
I
have that
can snip it
time.
halfway. That's terrible. I can't, like, the feeling in your butt walking around with like a poo like pushing against your anus, like that's the worst sensation. I'm gonna be late, bro.
Okay, yeah, so that's my point, is if you give yourself that extra time, now you can have that poop without even feeling rushed. Like, you know you have that time now.
Yeah.
So you aren't in, like, a panic trying to, like, push this poop out and, like, getting a prolapsed anus in the process because you're pushing so hard.
Turtle head poking out, staining your undie pants. Uh-uh. Even that, like, just thinking about that sensation, like, ugh.
Of snipping off the poop before it's all the way
Just
out.
like the sensation of like a turtle head on my butt.
Oh, God.
Bad.
Well, speaking of turtle heads, I've kind of got one right now. So we're going to end this episode here.
Talking about poop. Like once I get going, I get going. I talk about my poop all the time.
Yeah.
It's the best way you can tell your body health. Look at your poop.
Okay, so I'm extremely unhealthy. You, me, and Eric should have like a full-on poop conversation in one of the mini episodes on Patreon.
Sure,
Because that's what people
Eric
want
and
to
I
hear,
both
right?
have the best poops.
Oh, I have the worst poops. I have nightmare poops.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I could go on about my poops.
Yikes.
Yeah, I eat garbage, so
Yeah.
that should give you some idea.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we'll save this for a Patreon episode down the road.
Okay, let's talk about our shit.
So, if you want to hear us talk about poop and see if you can relate, go to our Patreon. I promise not all of our content is poop content. All right, that's it for this episode. If you want more of the podcast, please follow us on Instagram. You can follow the podcast at Tigbab Podcast, or you can follow us separately. My handle is Crimby, Jess's is Jess.Egan24. You can also find us on Facebook. Just search Tigbab Podcast or Tea is Good, Books Are Better, and we should show up there. Also, please subscribe to our good friend Baram Barami on YouTube. He's the one who made our jingle, which you heard at the start of this episode, and he's a really cool guy and makes dope stuff, so check him out. And you can also join our Patreon, patreon.com/teaisgoodbooksarebetter. We have a few different tea-themed tiers with fun rewards, such as behind-the-scenes content, outtakes, and mini-episodes in which we force our brother to watch Game of Thrones, which he hates. So you will be getting something in return for your contribution, and you'd also be helping us improve the podcast with better equipment, but we also just appreciate you listening. And please don't forget to share the podcast with your family and your friends. It is the best way for us to grow.
Oh my god.
If you want poop content, head over to our Patreon. All right, that's enough
Oh
about
my
poop.
goodness. Stop selling poop. We keep talking about poop without selling the poop. We're gonna drive away. Listen.
Uh-oh. If you love poop, we talk about poop. If you hate poop, we don't talk about poop. We are what you want us to be, baby. You're the man. You're the man, baby. All right, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.